These are some challenges I've had with mindset after the military, and also challenges others have had that have shared their experiences with me. And my intention in creating these videos is to create openness within the military community, or just anybody that can benefit from the information being shared, whether it's experiences or perspectives or beliefs or anything. You never know when a piece of information you're sharing could save a life, and you never know if someone else is drowning. And for me, I had fear of being judged or viewed as crazy, and afraid of having my guns taken away or being put away, or having my freedom taken away, stuff like that, with sharing information about my experiences and what I had going on that I needed help with at the time, and readjusting back to civilian life. And especially with talking to the VA or someone you feel that can control your freedom. If you say the wrong thing, they can put you away, or think you're suicidal, or think you're a danger to society, or whatever else, thinking you're crazy. And that fear can cause you, or at least me, caused me to bottle a lot of it up, and it caused me to isolate myself and hold a lot of information back when I needed just to be honest. And that's the purpose of my channel, because now I'm going to tell you how it is. This is my experience. I don't worry about being viewed as crazy or anything like that, because I found out the more I opened up about it, it was like, I'm not the only one, and you're trained for war and not trained for peace. And then when you come back in society, or however things feel, just seems like you're not normal, and then you're perceived as being cold or a psychopath, or any of these other labels I've been called for speaking my mind and what I had going on. And so if you talk to the wrong people, or people that understand, you will get that feedback like that, being called crazy or any other name down the list. And people typically understand based off of their experiences and environments that they've been in. And so it's not really, you just got to talk to the right person, or talk to someone who understands. People try to understand the best of their ability. And so the perception of asking for help as being weak, or being perceived as weak, or saying someone has it worse, or someone has been through more and I don't deserve help, or however. If you watch my other video talking about my experience, I had a lot of, how can I ask for help when I felt like I wasn't in a combat zone, or I wasn't deserving of it, when I didn't even know how to get help for what I was going through, because they would ask me for a traumatic experience and I didn't have one. Like, I wasn't in any survival situations. To me, I went to Germany and it was supposed to be like a vacation, or seen as a vacation. I wasn't really in any immediate danger. And so I didn't know how to get help, and I perceived a lot of those same thoughts of it was being weak, or someone has it worse and I didn't deserve help, or I didn't know how. And so it could be uncomfortable to be able to ask for help, especially if you've been independent, or you're usually one to carry the weight and handle things. You have to humble yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. And it took me a long time to be honest, truly honest with myself about what I was going through and what I was dealing with. And there was a lot of experiences that led me to that point. But like I mentioned, talking to the wrong people, like going to the VA and holding back information and being afraid of speaking my mind 100% honestly, or to anybody that didn't understand you say the wrong thing. It's like, I had that fear of being seen as crazy, or have my freedom taken away. There was a lot going on. And being honest with myself came down to speaking to my dad about experiences and what was going on in my mind, opening up about it. And he didn't tell me to my face, but he told my mom, like, she needs help. And when that information got back to me, I was like, damn, like, I guess I do need help. If my dad's saying that, or it's being perceived as that, then I kind of had to sit myself down and analyze what I had going on, because to me that was just how I was operating. But there was a lot of beliefs and perceptions holding me back from getting to where I needed to be, because it's like, suck it up or rub dirt on it. And if I or you hear that, if they're not going to help you grow or help you achieve your goals, first off, they need to just get out of the way, because all of us are just trying to build a life of happiness and health. You need health. It's mental health, physical, emotional, runs our everyday life. It's a part of everyday life. It's very important. And I was repressing a lot of it, because little situations like that, as soon as I showed anything or I had triggers and I started going off, or I just started crying and I didn't understand why and what was going on with my body, I was trying to repress a lot. And it kept coming out, and then I kept feeling like I was being viewed as crazy, and I seen how other people perceived it, and I didn't know what was going on, especially with gunshots going off. It was just an automatic thing of, I'm in survival mode, protection mode, safety, trying to protect the people around me and myself. And so I would almost become like a robot. And from me ignoring all that and repressing it, and these beliefs I had about it was seen as weak, or someone has it worse and I didn't deserve it, I didn't know how to get help, and it led to me feeling chaos inside. Like, I had a war inside all the time, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to handle it, and I was trying to drink. I was trying to leave reality, or do the best that I could operating like that, and trying to stay alive, because it was exhausting to live like that. I couldn't sleep without a gun under my pillow, or I couldn't operate like normal. I couldn't function normally. I couldn't go out in public, just go to the grocery store without sitting in my truck and think about drinking beer just to be able to go to events or anything. I couldn't operate normally. And so that's also another reason I'm very passionate about this stuff, is no one should have to operate like that, or try to feel like they're just trying to stay alive and try to operate the best they can and don't know how to get help. So if any of my information, or you have information to share about your experience or what you went through, or if you found ways to fix it, or I don't want to use the word fix it, but if you found a way to find safety and peace within yourself and be able to readjust, and you found help, I have my email listed down in the description, and also you can comment, or share your mind, your thoughts, and what's going on, because this is what my channel, I want it to be based off of, is a community of people trying to help each other heal and readjust. And sometimes other people might have done it differently. I want to make a separate video on what I did and what I went through to be able to get to where I am now, where I can feel safe and sleep better at night, sleep peacefully and find peace within myself. Because from ignoring it and repressing it, like I was talking about earlier, it is chaos. And I felt disconnected from myself, but I think that chaos comes from ignoring it and suppressing it. And then eventually it was like a bottle, it can't hold anymore. And I understand there's people that are going through the same things. I've seen it firsthand with someone I was with, and everyone wants you to get better. Everyone wants you to be healthy and happy, especially your family, or that's how I view it, is you need it for yourself. You need it to be a priority for yourself and not put yourself on the back burner, because I was for a long time. And so humble yourself, be honest with yourself. It's just another challenge, something else to get through, but you will get through it. There is another side. There is another side to it. I know for me, it felt like I didn't think I was ever going to be the same or be able to operate normally or be okay. I didn't know what that looked like. And especially coming back to your hometown or around family or people that knew you since growing up or before you went in the military, and you don't realize you change being in these environments. Like if you're active duty or you get deployed somewhere or whatever, it shapes you, and sometimes you might not acknowledge it until you go back to an old environment you used to be in. And that's pretty much what happened to me. And I would think of it as asking for help as not weakness, as I did before, and I was drowning. And think of it as strength, as building a muscle. And even the fact that you're aware of it is really good. You know, you understand you have weaknesses or things you're struggling with, and you understand it's like muscle that you have to train it and build it, or you have something that you got to move around, or some other way of dealing with things to make you happy and healthy. And it's a sign of strength. You know, it's a perception thing. Don't repress it. Just figure out ways to find peace. If you like to go out in nature, or being around military friends really helped me. And after getting out of active duty, it was like I couldn't always have other soldiers around me, or I could and I didn't know where to find them or whatever. I just felt really isolated. But we're all trying to build strong foundations, and if you know you have a crack in it, don't ignore it. You know, don't try to repress it. It's okay, we're human. We break down and we build up again, and that's how we're all going to build strong foundations and build ourselves up. And so that's pretty much what I wanted to cover in this video. And if you have any comments or anything that you think I should make another video on, leave it down in the comments. You can email me. And I appreciate your time. So thank you.